But yeah, so basically I'm giving a recap on what I did at summer camp this year, and yes, I'm 23 and I went to summer camp. So yeah, this is just basically a video to recap it, to update my family and my friends, and just because it's like one of those things where it's like, why not? So I'm recapping summer camp. So yeah, it was in Tennessee, and it was awesome, and I met great people, and I had a good time, and I didn't want to come back. Physically, I was like really drained by the end of the week, but mentally and just spiritually, I was like, I could have kept going for another week at least, and it was just a great time. So yeah, basically we got there Monday. It was 5 days, 4 nights kind of thing. We got there Monday afternoon and unpacked the buses and settled into our cabins, and then we went to dinner first, and dinner was okay. Food at camp is food at camp. You get what you get because you're on a mountaintop and there's no McDonald's around. But yeah, we were on the mountaintop. We disconnected for a few days, which I think is always a good idea from time to time, just in average life. Like if you take a break from Facebook, or if you take a break from social media, or, you know, I just think it's good to disconnect sometimes and just be involved with the people who are around you. Talk to the people who are around you. Have conversations face-to-face with people if you can. That's what I try to do anyway. I've never really been that big of a phone person, so for me to let go of my phone for a few days isn't as big a deal for me as it may be for some other people, but I definitely recommend it. A breakdown of camp. Camp was like, this is how a typical day was, and this was only for a few days, so it wasn't just like, I don't know, it didn't drag on forever. But typical day for me was, I wake up, I go to clean up real fast, get ready, go to breakfast, sing a song to get into breakfast. Yes, we sing songs to get into breakfast, or come up with songs, and it's really cool and it's really clever, and I love doing it, especially if you come up with a really awesome one and everyone loves it. So yeah, we did that, and then after breakfast was morning session. A morning session is basically a breakdown, praise and worship, and then you go into whatever sermon is going to be preached that day. And I loved all the messages. They were so practical and life applicable, and they were just really good messages. So I really enjoyed that part. And then after we would have a morning session, we would have basically, I guess, retribution. I always forget the name of it, but we would have retribution, and basically that was like who did the best with their cabin, who kept it the cleanest, who was the worst, and you get retribution. And retribution can be a lot of things. Retribution for me this year, angry face, insert here, retribution was I think like oatmeal and flour, and just like basically it looked like gruel, and it's like cold gruel getting thrown onto you for having the dirtiest room. And it's hilarious, and it's awesome, and it's just a part of camp, and a really just great tradition. But so yeah, retribution, and then after retribution was lunch. Like the day really flew by. So after retribution was lunch. After lunch would be team competition, and then team competition was basically what it sounds like, team competition. So we did stuff like paintball, adventure race, and where you had to lead a blindfolded team through an obstacle course, which was really cool. After team competition was free time, and then after free time, which I honestly didn't get a lot of, because what we would do before free time is as a team meet up, because we would have a team-wide like anthem. Everyone had to come up with an anthem. Each team had to come up with an anthem, so you did that, and that would take anywhere from 20 to 45 minutes. And then after anthem time was free time. For me, that meant run back to my cabin, get ready for sound check because I had to go sing, and then go to the whatever building we were in. We just called it the sanctuary because where we ends up being a sanctuary. So we end up in the sanctuary to sing or practice for singing, and then after we sing, we go to dinner. And after dinner is evening session, and then evening session is, again, a breakdown of evening session is prayer, praise and worship, sermon. After that time, we would have cabin time, where we talked about just the message and what we got from it, what we learned, what we think we could carry away from it, the things that, I don't know, just it will turn into discussions about life and things like that. And it's really good, and I think good for just everyone to sit down and talk and to glean from each other and learn from each other and respect each other's opinions, and just a safe place to talk. So after that, that's after evening session, that's what we did. And then after evening session, one night out of camp at least, we'll do like a night game. So this time it was this weird game of like hop around on your ball and steal the other team's flag, which is very challenging because it's just a challenging game. And that was the breakdown of the day. So that's why I was so bad at vlogging, because I was constantly going from point A to point B to point C to point D, and I just always had something to do. As soon as I woke up, I was just going all day. So that's why I was so terrible about vlogging. Maybe next year I'll be better about it, or maybe next year I won't vlog and I'll just do another recap or something like that. We'll see. But that's what it ends up being. But honestly, I just really enjoyed myself. So all the things that I did, I went ziplining, I climbed a rock wall, I also climbed at the water park there, I climbed a wet rock wall, and basically water was spraying down in your face as you tried to climb up. And I'm sure you guys have seen this at one place or another if you've ever been to a water park. But yeah, that's what I did, and I got a lot further on the dry rock wall than I did on the wet one, and I'm very proud of myself. And if we go back to that place again next year, I'm going to dominate that wall. I'm like already ready. Like, was it 300 and some odd days till we go back again, if we go back to the same place, and I'm just like determined in my mind to dominate that rock wall, because it's very, I don't know, it was just fun to do, and I felt really good about myself, like, oh, I accomplished something by even climbing halfway up this wall. Another thing that they had was a blob. I didn't do the blob, but because I don't like being propelled up into the air by another person and flying into water. That just doesn't sound appealing to me, so I never blob, but I love watching other people blob. It's really funny. Also, there's a water slide. I'm so not water inclined. I still don't know how to swim. I'd love to learn one day. But yeah, it was terrible. I mean, it was fun, but it was terrible because the water gets in your face, and then you feel the drop, and you feel like you're gonna fall off the slide, and then you don't fall off, but by then you forget how to breathe, and you're already about to crash into the water. So basically, water is up my nose, and I am it smells like stuff is burning, but it's just the chlorine. But yeah, that was my first water slide experience ever, and I don't know, maybe once I'm more used to water, I'll do it again, but that wasn't that fun for me, so we'll see. So basically, I don't know, camp was really good. It was just really fun, and the people that I met more than anything were the best part of it. We met some amazing people from Florida, and they know who they are. And they just, I don't know, my heart was touched by them. They're so amazing, and we're keeping in touch, and hopefully we're going to see each other soon. But it's kind of like, for any of you out there who see this and are like, oh, I've gone on a mission trip, or I've visited a different country, or I've just left this state and gone to, and met amazing people. That feeling that you get when you just connect with people right off the bat, and you're like, where have you been? And you basically have these lifelong friends really quickly. So, yeah, I didn't want to leave. I could have stayed another week mentally and spiritually, but not physically. Physically, I was done. I was so drained and so sore. I came home and slept a long time after camp. But, yeah, it was really good. So, yeah. Also, I'm thinking about doing a camp essentials video on my other YouTube channel, and I don't know, it'll be really cool because I'm just gonna break down camp essentials and the things that I bought to camp and the things that I think you should bring to camp, or if you're roughing it or just out in nature or whatever. I just think that these are a few things that you should just have on you. So I'm going to do that video over on my other channel, which I'll probably link below. Yeah, I'm sure I'll link it below or somewhere in this video. Here, there, down there, over there. But yeah, so basically that's it, and I hope you enjoyed it, and like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, so like, comment, or subscribe to my channel if you like this video, and check out my other channel. I'll be updating that regularly, hopefully, and see you later.